United States President Trump has doubled US tariffs on Indian imports from 25% to 50%, citing national security concern over India's continued Russia oil purchases. The tariffs are framed as punishment for diverting economic support to Russia amid war. Trump says that India is using discounted Russian oil, and the move is meant to compel India to reconsider its energy alliances and align more closely with US foreign policy. The full impact kicks in around August 27, 2025. Moody's warned that this could derail India's manufacturing ambitions and deter global investment, especially affecting stock markets. Morgan Stanley suggests that India's growth could shrink by 0.4 to 0.8% if tariffs remain in the long haul. Some analysts predict India's GDP growth could be cut by 0.8%, with exporters needing subsidies or even rupee devaluation to stay afloat. So, in this video, we will be looking at the economic theory and the pros and cons of tariffs. So, the first pro that they talk about for tariffs is the protectionism. So, tariffs shield US producers from cheaper imports, which help sustain domestic jobs in the US. Number two, it's a bargaining tool used as a leverage to influence India's behavior here, aimed at discouraging Russian oil imports. The third pro would be political signaling, where America first rhetoric appealing to the domestic constituents, demanding tougher global positioning. Now, let's look at the main cons, which I feel are many for any tariffs. Number one is the higher price for consumers and downstream industries. US importers and ultimately the consumers here will face the price hike. All those sectors that rely heavily on Indian inputs like electronics will suffer. Number two, economic damage to India. It will slower its growth. There will be weaker investment confidence and potential destabilization of export based clusters. The third disadvantage is the retaliation and trade diversion. Indian exporters may shift markets or reduce trade volume, while the US could lose access to affordable goods. Number four is the diplomatic fallout. It risks India and US strategic partnership and it impacts alliances like the Quad. Number five is the economic inefficiencies. As an economist, I must bring this up. Tariffs cause deadweight loss, which is bad for both the producer and consumer. It increases inefficiencies and reduces both consumer and producer surplus. Now, what India could do here? It needs to boost its exporters, seek new markets outside of the US, and protect its domestic industries. The key takeaway is that it's a sharp tool which is politically effective sometimes, but it's economically very painful. So you'll find that out more on August 27. As an Indian American, I would like the relationship between India and the US to be economically strong, but with tariffs that as high as 50%, it is very unfortunate that the two biggest democracies who did not have very amicable relationship for many decades are again at the same level, which got really better after President Obama visited India and they started becoming more of trade partners. So tariffs are not just what you talk about in the news. It actually can affect everyday's Americans' lives. So let me know in the comments what do you guys think about this, and I would be happy to answer any questions. I'm an economist, so I can also explain you the economic theory behind it. And I will see you guys in my next video. If you found this information useful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.